There are more than 800 black-owned businesses in Spartanburg, but with more than 4,000 businesses in Spartanburg and the population at more than 47% African American, city officials say those numbers don't add up. While people of all colors across the globe continue to examine their history with black people, here in Spartanburg, Natasha Pitts, City Hall's Minority Business Development Coordinator, has already been doing the work. Her program, Amplify, is graduating its third class of black entrepreneurs this year.
We understand the need for more representation in a community that looks like the people we serve. So we want to make sure that we are giving the community options, as well as giving African Americans opportunities to be successful.
Data shows Spartanburg, South Carolina is close to 48% black, but Pitt says only about 20% of businesses are black owned. And that's an issue the city can attempt to fix.
I'm not saying that business ownership is any different whether you're black, white, red, green, or purple. But what I'm saying is African Americans have historically had a harder time at accessing capital. If you think about entrepreneurship in the African American community has been around for several years. But they've also had difficulty in accessing capital, being able to market their businesses, getting access to space when they need it, and just getting the same opportunities that our counterpart get.
Since the Municipal Association's first grant for this business program in 2017, more than 30 businesses have come through Amplify. Of those, 20 are fully operational. Recent graduate Jasmine Herbert of the Employee Handbook LLC, a resume and career services company, says this program is necessary.
Carry you through from top to bottom how to run a business, how to start one, what people are looking for. Just because you think it's a good idea doesn't really speak to your audience. Who is your audience? Like, we learned everything.
Graduate Lauron Haynes of Fuel Inc., a gas delivery service, agrees.
I was in idea phase for a good bit of time. I'm an educator. That's, I don't do this full time right now. So my mindset has been about, teaching kids and doing that effect. I didn't, say to myself growing up that I want to be a petrol. That's just, kind of the field that I fell into.
I'm not saying that they don't matter. If you think about a lot of the businesses that we patron and we see it from our counterparts, it's legacy building. Their grandfather started the business and then their father took it over and then they left it for their children and their children's children. We want to build that type of legacy in the Black community.
While COVID has created a harsh environment for small businesses, Herbert says Amplify's teachings kept her moving. Using her website and nearly 10 years of HR experience, Herbert schedules virtual one-on-one or group consultations for numerous professional developments, resume building, professional job advice, and even help some find the right job.
It's just a matter of being able to really look at what your skill set is and how can you fit in where it is, and not capitalize on a pandemic, but really just figure out how to move your business from one area of comfortability to another. So it's impacted, the things that I can do in person, but virtually not so much.
Whereas Laurent says his wife on maternity leave, combined with the inconvenience of COVID and the convenience of delivery services, helped birth his business.
We were saying well, she doesn't have to leave the house for anything unless she needs gas. And I said, come to think of it, she always needs gas. Her car is always on E. I wonder if someone delivers gas. That sounds like a great business idea. And I just ran all the way down that rabbit hole until I started the company.
We've historically had a hard time operating a business and being successful, making sure that, we have correct business license. We're paying our sales tax. We're paying our hospitality tax. We're registered with the state. We're licensed. We want to do that information, but maybe we don't know how.
Thus, Amplify is about building representation, because with over 4,000 businesses in Spartanburg, on downtown's Main Street, you can count the number of Black-owned businesses on both hands.
I'm excited because I can say when I first started in this role, which has been about 5 years ago, we had one, and that was at Stevens. At Stevens has been there for a very long time.
If you're too scared to open a business, Rain says, don't be.
When you walk down the bread aisle in the grocery store, it's a whole aisle, and there's like 20, 30 different brands there. But, everybody needs bread. So, what's going to stop you from being, one more of those brands that are out there?
It's all about happily seizing your opportunity.
When I saw that gap, I was like, good people are being, looked over for positions or not really understanding the behind the scenes of what employers are looking for. And I know that being the intermediary between employers and candidates, what that can do. So I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to tell the people. I need to let them know.
Pitt says countywide there are hundreds of Black businesses, but the goal is to create even more in Spartanburg city limits. Tatiana Cash, 7 News.